Dharma Bites is brought to you by Free Buddhist Audio, the Dharma for your life. Our work is funded entirely by donations from our generous listeners. If you would like to help us keep this free, make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. Thank you, and happy listening.
7 years ago, I had the great joy. I wasn't sure about it before it happened, but actually it was turned out to be a great joy to go to the first order convention that we held in India. I was a bit nervous. I'd never travelled so far before, but I was very glad I went. Some of you will know this, but for those who don't know, we usually, in the past, we'd always held the order conventions in Norfolk, but then this year we decided to have it in India. Now, one of the main reasons being in Norfolk, only a very few of the Indian Order members could actually come, and so someone came up with a very good suggestion if we have it in India, so that then there could be much more of a mixture. And it was an amazing thing. Some of you were there, I know. What we used to do is every morning we'd go at some unearthly hour, 5 o'clock in the morning or something. We'd go to Bodh Gaya, which is the holy shrine, and then a procession all dressed in pale blue, which is what the Indian Order members wear for ceremonies. And we'd all wear that, Westerners as well. And we'd take our place at Bodh Gaya. I don't know how many of you have been, but it's kind of a bit mad, really, because, well, it is a holy shrine, but it's, how to describe it? It's very, very big and very, very noisy, because what you've got is like lots of different groups of different Buddhist traditions coming together and doing puja mainly, like all through microphones and loudspeakers. So that's all going on. So you had all sorts of different groups, mostly recognisable because of their dress. So, you had white-clad Burmese, you had maroon-clad Tibetans. But then you had us, and we, as most of us, had these kind of light blue shirts, or the Indian women would have had saris on. And what you could notice was that people were really looking at us, wondering, well, who are they? Because what I realised now is we must have cut quite an unusual sort of spectacle, because, well, we were just such a mixture. So we were a mixture of Indians and Westerners, and we were a mixture of men and women. And I do remember one particularly memorable occasion. I can't remember the name of the Indian Dharmacharini, but it might be Jnana Shuri, one of our senior women order members, also a public preceptor in India. She led the puja, so it might have been her, it might have been one of the other women order members. But now I realise that must have been quite a thing in India, that here you had you had this whole mixture, and you had a woman leading a puja, and you had an Indian woman leading a puja for this whole mixture of Westerners and men and women and so on. And yeah, as I say, you could see people quite sort of taken by us and kind of thinking, well, who are these people? They dress the same, but actually, they're such a mixture. And I was thinking the reason that could happen, was because of the vision of Bhante, was because of the vision of Bhante. So that's what I'm going to hopefully talk to you about tonight. What was that vision of Bhante when he established the order, and why is the fact that it's a unified order sort of singled out as one of the 6 particular emphases of Triratna? I know that that's what you're doing for this series. This fact of being a unified order, and I'll say more about what that means, but that kind of little picture of us all at Bodh Gaya perhaps gives a flavour.
We hope you enjoyed today's Dharma Bite. Please help us keep this free. Make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. And thank you.